Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jackie Lee. Today on relationship frequencies, we're going to look at the energy in your twin flame relationship. So if you believe, interesting, Empress. So if you believe you are in a twin flame relationship, this reading is for you. Now, I do set the intention that these readings find those who need them when they need them. So if it did find you today, even if you don't believe you're in a twin flame relationship, it may be that it will be that a portion of the reading is meant for you and your relationship. So understand that it may not be the entire reading that's meant for you. It may just be, and there's another one flipped over, a portion of the reading. Death. So Death and the Empress were flipped over. All right, so let's get the current energy in your twin flame relationship. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, Temperance and wow, isn't that interesting? I just threw that into the middle of the deck. So we have Temperance, which is all about peace, kind of tranquility, balance, moderation. So it can be finding balance in your work and your life, finding balance in your relationship. It's sort of being this balanced, tempered, healed, moderation place, right? A place of peace, love, and harmony, peace, love, and happiness. So that's the feeling behind the Temperance. And then Death is all about transformation, changes, endings, renewal, right? It's I always say it's absolute ending. So it's something coming to an absolute ending. So a death event, it's interesting, there are two major arcana cards too, and 13, 14. Death would be, and when we do it, we're having a death and we're finding our balance. It's 13, 14. So death would be like the ending to a major event. So it could be a parent passing away, which would be a literal death, but it can also be the ending of a career. It can be retirement. It can be getting a divorce. It can be your last child moving out of your home, right? So it's the ending of a cycle. It's the absolute sort of boom. This is the ending. Things are different from now on for whatever reason. And then Temperance is having that peace, that tranquility, that balance, that harmony. So I would say that within your relationship, this doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is having an absolute ending, but that there is something within your lives that is absolutely ending and creating this transformation that is bringing in this peace and balance within your relationship. So this is actually pretty good. Like, this is about the current energy in your relationship is that the two of you or one of you is having this ending, this cycle ending, going through this transformation, and you're finding this peace. So your relation, and because this is the current energy between you, I would say that, it could be the ending of not communicating anymore, right? That's going to end. So you're going to start communicating and you will find the balance and peace within the relationship between you. It can be that, the other person or you has just ended a relationship. So you ended a separate relationship outside this twin flame relationship. And that ending is now allowing you to heal, to transform, to find peace and tranquility, which is brought into this relationship or is felt within this energy between you and your twin flame. But this is good. And don't think of death as the twin flame dynamic is ending, because the twin flame dynamic never truly ends. So I wouldn't look at it that way. It's that there's a transformation. So the no contact is ending. Maybe it could be that you two were physically together and now that has ended, but is allowing this, transformation in both of you to occur, to start releasing things, to start healing yourselves so that you can both be in a more peaceful, tranquil place to come together, right? But right now it's sort of at this, like almost like a cycle is ending and you're coming into a new cycle of peace. So let's see your current energy towards them, or like your current, there we go. Oh, okay, let's not drop too many cards here. We got one right here. Ooh, 7 of Wands. Okay, so 7 of Wands. So this is actually about defending yourself, having perseverance, having courage, standing your ground, right? This is when you are standing up for what you believe in, standing up for what you want, standing up for what you need. And it may be that you don't even feel prepared for this, right? I don't feel prepared for this situation that's happening right now, but I'm going to stand up and I'm going to defend myself. So your energy right now is this energy of protecting yourself, of standing up for yourself, of setting boundaries for yourself. Now, that doesn't mean that you are setting up a boundary against them. It could be. It could be that right now, you just need to heal yourself and deal with yourself. And so you've set up this protectionary guard, this defending guard where you aren't talking to them, right? You aren't. And that could be why this is occurring between you, because you've set up this, nope, I'm defending myself, I'm doing this. It could be that you have you're setting boundaries in terms of this is what I'll accept in the relationship. This is what I won't accept in the relationship. But this is definitely of standing up for yourself, defending your boundaries, protecting yourself in this relationship. So take this however it sort of jives with you, because everybody's situation will be slightly different. And what's their current energy, current feelings towards, we've got another flipped over one. I don't know why there's so many flipped over ones, but it's there somewhere. Look at that. The Star. That's a good card. Like the light at the end of the tunnel. Hope, inspiration. Let's see how they currently are feeling towards you. Their current energy there we go. Energy towards you. Let's see. And, Knight of Cups. So very loving. They're feeling like this actually balance. Like this is emotional balance. Like this is good. So they're feeling like they're in the Temperance. Like this is, they're balanced, they have wisdom, the emotional intelligence, like that. This is definitely the card of emotional intelligence. So, when everything's going crazy around you, you can stand in your own and understand that that's their craziness. That's not affecting me emotionally. And it can be, in this deck, it says charming and idealistic. So it can be sort of your knight in shining armor, although this is not the knight in shining armor card. But being determined, tactful, graceful. So they are feeling this loving energy towards you. And honestly, they see you as this like ideal person. Like this is this ideal match. So although you may be right now, this is the twin flame dynamic, right? That push, pull. And everybody goes, one person has to be the runner, one person has to be the chaser. I don't subscribe to that at all. At different times, we're both the runner and we're both the chaser. We can be at the same time the runner and the chaser, right? It's like it tends to be this when one person pulls away, right? We got the runner and they're pulling away, and you're like, oh, but I really like this, or I really feel this dynamic, feel this connection. So because you're pulling away, I want it. But the second they turn around and go, oh yeah, maybe I want it too, and they start coming towards you, all of a sudden it's like, I freak out. I fear, right? I start running. Oh my God, right? It was one thing when I was chasing and it wasn't reality because I'm like, no, I like you. But the second you turn around to come back at me, I start realizing, oh no, I'm not good enough for you. This relationship's never going to last. You're not the right person for me. You're not my type. Family wouldn't approve, friends wouldn't approve, whatever it is. All of a sudden you start maybe looking at more reality or not reality, just your fears, your traumas, what situations you've been in the past. And so that then you turn and you start running away. And this person's like, wait a minute, you've been chasing me this whole time. Now I'm coming. And all of a sudden you turn and run. And so it really is that push pull, right? You may both come to each other. Like we're both going to chase each other. And then you mirror each other though, right? You start seeing your fears. I'm not good enough. Oh, there's so much more attractive and popular. I'm not smart enough. I'm not funny enough. And you start seeing seeing those fears, it's being reflected at you, and then you push each other away, right? One person runs right away, maybe you both run right away, whatever it is. And so you get that dynamic. And so with the Seven of Wands, you're kind of in this protecting yourself mode, standing guard. It's like, I don't know where this is going to go. Maybe you've had these cycles before. You've gotten together and not break up. You're back together. You break up, and you're like, and you're very much in this. I don't know if, last time I sort of turned towards you, you turned and ran. So now that you're turned towards me again, I'm afraid you're just going to turn and run. And so I don't want to turn towards you. And I'd say that's kind of what it is. Almost like where the other person right now is the chaser. And right now you are being the runner at this moment. But the energy in between you is things are changing. Things are transforming. The dynamics are changing, right? We're ending that dynamic of that runner, chaser, push, pull sort of thing. And we're finding balance within it. And so it might be that this right here, very emotionally balanced. So it may be that we need to be balancing more on your side, that you need to be more emotionally balanced. You need to be more emotionally secure. You need to be more heal, like do the therapy that you need to do, which I always encourage everybody to do. But nothing bad in this reading at all. I mean, they definitely see you as this charming, ideal person, and there's definitely this relationship's transforming and finding more balance, but you've still got your guard up. You're still like, I don't know. Okay, let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice for, there we go. So the advice for this relationship is, the Hermit. Okay, right now, you are advised to be the Hermit. Start reflecting, stay in solitude, start, using your wisdom, start understanding the situation, start looking at yourself, start looking at be looking at the situation, and just sort of be in that solitude. So what your advice right now is actually to kind of be alone. So maybe don't go rushing towards this person, but be alone and start reflecting and understanding and learning about why are you right now in this, I've got to defend myself, I got to protect myself, I got to stand up for myself mentality. And how can you heal that so that you're turned into more of the Knight of Cups, where you're emotionally intelligent, emotionally secure, you have this wisdom, you have this balance, and so then you won't feel like you have to stand up and defend yourself and protect yourself, because you'll realize, I am protected, I am who I am, and anything anybody else does, I'm going to be okay because I have this emotional intelligence, I have this control, I have this balance, I have this wisdom over me. So right now you are encouraged, do not, and maybe that's why you do have this sort of defending yourself, you're defending yourself, so that you can be isolated, but your quest right now, and we've got major Arcana cards, like this is good. But your advice right now is to be in this Hermit mode and do that self-reflection and learn, why am I being triggered by this? Why do I feel I have to protect myself? Why do I feel I have to stand up for myself? What's being triggered? I've been hurt by people before in the past, because when people do this, they always, I always think it's going to be good, but then they end up hurting me. And now this person's coming towards you doing the same thing. And you're like, well, obviously I'm going to get hurt. I'm obviously going to get hurt, but maybe you won't. Maybe this situation will be different than before. And you're just being triggered. But if you weren't triggered, you'd be able to see, oh no, this is different. This isn't how it was before. This isn't somebody who's, love bombing me and then they're going to turn into an idiot. They're telling me, their true feelings, and they don't ever want to hurt me. And keep in mind, twin flame relationships are never like, if this is this, oh, he was horrible to me and called me names as, no. Push pull, even when they run, even when you run, there's never, oh my gosh, you're a horrible person, or you're never nasty, or you're never abusive, or you never call people names. Like even during the breakups of twin flame relationship, it's more of a quiet, I'm running, I just can't do this anymore. It's not you, it's me type thing, than you're a horrible person, I don't want to be with you. Like there should never be any abuse, no physical, no emotional, no mental abuse, ever in twin flames. If there is, it's not a twin flame. And that's the key. That's the hardest part, because if you like break up with somebody and you may feel like, oh, we were always meant to be together, like they must be my twin flame and we're going to get together, and you just obsess and you obsess and I want to be with them, but they were horrible, abusive, nasty. That's not really a twin flame. That's just trauma that you need to deal with and get over and understand. Why do I, even though they're cruel and mean to me, keep wanting them back so I can prove myself? I can prove that I'm worthy of not being mean and cruel too. That's usually what the dynamic is, right? Like if I can get you to be nice to me and love me, like, cause then I'll know myself that I'm a good person because you're not mean to me anymore. And that's not what this should be. This should be, this person was never mean to you, was never cruel to you. They were always loving towards you. They were always nice towards you. But it didn't work out for whatever reason. Of course, we know, because you're being mirrored and you're being triggered, and you've just, it's too much. It's too big of a dynamic. It's too scary. It's too, I don't want to, be vulnerable towards you. I don't want to let you in. And so I just run. It's easier to run and find a more superficial relationship than trying to deal with something that's this in depth, that feels this deeply, that scares me this deeply. And that's what this is about. So that if someone left you and was, nice about it, they're like, it's not the right time, I can't do this, I'm too busy, that sort of thing, but they were, not cruel about it, then that could be a twin flame relationship. And I know it can be hard to differentiate the difference between I'm just hurt and obsessed and want you back versus this really truly is a twin flame dynamic. But in the twin flame dynamic, you kind of have to get to a point where you're fully healed. And what fully healed means is that, yes, you love them. Yes, you would love to be with them. But if you're not, that's okay. And you'll be okay. And you'll find a loving partner that you can have a great relationship with, even though it's not the twin flame. And you wish them nothing but the best. And you hope that they find love and happiness too. And that's the point you need to be at, really, in order for the relationship to ever come back together, is that you fully accept that they have autonomy and they'll do what they do, and they might never be healed themselves. But you wish them nothing but the best and nothing but to find peace, love, and happiness within themselves. And if you can get to that point, then, and only then, maybe the relationship will come back together. But until you have that complete, I just love you unconditionally and I want the best for you, even if that's not with me, and you're not jealous of the people, like any relationships they do have, then you'll know you're actually in a healed spot where you could come back. And it's interesting because it's one of those things where, well, now I'm in a healed spot where they could come back, but I'm okay if they don't. Whereas all the other times you're like, I want them back so badly, and it's never going to work because you're not healed, because you're still just, I just want this, I just want this, I just want this. If I just get this, I'll be happy. And no, we need to be happy and standing alone and independent and want nothing but peace, love, and happiness for our twin flame and for everybody else. And even the person that the twin flame's dating that you think they shouldn't be with. You should only send out peace, love, and happiness towards them. So we're going to ask just for some messages from this Love Oracle deck here. Let's see what pops out. This deck I do find interesting, because I do find sometimes the messages just seem to be a little more negative, elusive. See? So, a message of things being a little bit elusive or dishonest. Maybe there's some deception going on a bit. Maybe it's you deceiving yourself a little bit. I definitely don't see any deception on their part. Not that I see any deception on your part, but it may be like in this defending yourself, you're kind of trying to trick yourself into being like, no, this relationship can never work, or this person doesn't really care about me, or, this person's too good for me even, right? You're being dishonest, deceptive, tricking yourself into thinking you're not good enough for them, or they're not good enough for you, whatever it is. And then we have conflict. So let's put those together so you can be conflicted within yourself. Should I even bother with this relationship anymore? Should I even try with this relationship anymore? We're too different for this relationship to work. So it may feel like this relationship is sort of elusive, or it's always in conflict. Again, not conflict in terms of physical or yelling or screaming, just conflict in terms of I'm conflicted. Do I go for it? Don't I go for it? Do I just cut them off completely and I just say that chapter's over and I'm going somewhere else and I won't even think about them again? But yet, even when you do that, they're still always there. You always have that nagging feeling one day, and then distance and separation. So, I mean, we're in separation right now. There's some distance between you right now, but I don't think anything, we'll get messages from my message oracle deck, but it really is about this. Something's changing. The energy between you is changing and it's becoming more balanced and more, healed. It's becoming healed. And this person looks like they are doing really well over here. Like this person for me would be like, oh, I want nothing but the best for you. I want to be with you, but I understand you don't want to be with me. I just want you to find someone who's great and who loves you. And, I want you to have this happy, happy life. And so and this is like balanced, emotional balance. So I would say that this person sort of is in the mindset. And if you think it's been that person who's been having to do the healing, because that's always how it is. Oh, I'm healed. I'm great. It's them. If they would just get healed, we'd be together because I understand now. I understand the twin flame dynamic. I've soul searched and I'm ready for it. And yet you could still be thinking that or telling yourself that, but still be in this protection mode where you're not actually looking at what needs to truly be healed. You may have healed some stuff, but haven't quite healed it all. But I would say this person looks like they are actually sitting in that healedness that they've actually sort of gone through and done this self-reflection and this introspection. I don't want to wait any longer. Please be mine. Okay. So that's very interesting. So there's definitely some, maybe a little bit of impatience happening too. But I mean, this is all a good sign. And I would say that really any of the negative energy that's coming out is on your side. So I would really go into this hermit mode, do some self-reflection and look at where do you need to really heal yourself. Where are you being triggered? Right? And sometimes healing yourself isn't just like, I always say therapy, and I love therapy, but sometimes you have to be in situations, right? It's that, exposure theory. So you need to be exposed to really heal it, right? So you can go to therapy and work through all that and deal with your trauma and sort of heal from your trauma. But in order to take the next step, in order to fully heal, you need to actually be in a healthy relationship that's supportive and understand there are people out there who support. Like it's great to heal from your unhealthy relationships, but then you sort of need to go through a healthy relationship to understand what it's like to ask somebody for help when you need help, to actually have the person help you when you've asked for help, to, offer to give them something when they need, to find this balance within the relationship, or to not be triggered when they're like, oh, I don't like that. And immediately you're like, oh, the whole relationship's falling apart. This is so horrible. Or, well, they obviously don't like me, when it's just like, no, they don't like that one thing. So do that when they're not around, or don't do it, or don't do it. I mean, it depends what it is, right? So it might be cracking knuckles. That's something I can't stand. So I would definitely request that my partner not crack their knuckles when they're around me. That really bothers me. I find it, it just irks me. So I would ask, please do not crack your knuckles. And if they can't respect that they have to, and they're going to do it in front of me, then that's not a healthy, healthy relationship, right? And you may have been in a relationship where you ask somebody to stop cracking your knuckles and they just purposely crack their knuckles more and make sure they're cracking their knuckles in front of you because you're not going to tell me what to do. This is what I do and you can't tell me different. But in a healed relationship, you then go and ask this person. It might be very scary because you've never done it before, and you've done the therapy, and you're in this healthy relationship, and so you want to tell them, don't crack your knuckles around me. Please don't crack your knuckles around me. And so you do, and then they say, okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to, I won't crack my knuckles when you're in the room. If I really feel the need to crack my knuckles, I will go out of the room and I will do something and, I'll go to the bathroom quickly and crack my knuckles, whatever it is. And then when you see that, oh, wow, they're making an effort. Maybe they forget once in a while, but they're actually making the effort not to crack their knuckles in front of me. You'll realize, oh, I can be in this healthy relationship where I can tell them something that I need or something that I don't want. And they will respect that, and they will honor that, and they will try and ensure that they can comply with something I need, just like you would do the same for them. So I hope this message helped you today. I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.